your legislation, which essentially removed the personal exemption.
It did.
Talk to me about the legislation and its effectiveness.
It got rid of the personal exemption because we had actually too many kids who were not getting vaccinated. I had a measles outbreak in my area. I had quite a few, about 175 people ended up being affected with the measles. Come to find out, a lot of them had not been vaccinated, but a lot of them actually had come to our country and weren't aware of all the laws and whatnot. And so what the bill did is it got rid of the personal exemption and made it, you could have a medical exemption and a religious exemption, but you can't have just a, hey, you know what, I'm not going to get vaccinated today.
Has it worked in your mind?
So our children, our vaccination rates are actually lower than they have been, but I think part of it is we have 2 years we've got to make up for. It's kind of like education. We have kids that are behind in school. They lost about 1.5 years worth of education. So we're frantically wrapping up, but I am really concerned about the amount of misinformation on vaccinations, and it really concerns me and where we get our information and what people are listening to.
What motivated the Maine Council of Churches to take a stand or to advocate in this position to remove the religious exemption?
Fundamental to the sacred texts that our 7 traditions are rooted in is love of neighbor. It is the moral mandate. This guy named Jesus from Nazareth actually said all the law and the prophets hang on this one thing: love your neighbor. And if you do that, you know what? The rest falls into place.
In some communities, they take the position, this is offending, this is impeding on my religious beliefs to make me take a vaccine.
And when it comes to public health, for us, it didn't seem radical at all to say, in this instance, the way we love our neighbor is to get vaccinated, to protect the vulnerable, to protect the marginalized, the young, the very old, the sick.
Your rate of exemptions claimed fell dramatically. Talk to me about that.
I think it's clear that having exemptions undermines the rate of childhood immunizations. We can see that clearly comparing states to states or comparing states with changes over time. So that elimination of the exemptions alongside strong community support did make a real difference here in Maine in raising the childhood immunization rate.